welcome back to Mulu's Cooking. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to make Ethiopian cheese. It's like almost ricotta cheese or cottage cheese. It's like exactly similar, the texture, but the flavor is different. But first, before I go ahead and make it, I want to tell you guys how it's made in Ethiopia. So in Ethiopia, they get the milk from the cow, and they have a container which is clay. They will collect the milk, but before they collect the milk, the clay will be cleaned, and then they will smoke it with olive oil branches or the leaves. They will use that to make smoke, and then they will take the clay and they do like this, and they get really, the clay will absorb the smoke. Then once they do that, the milk will be collected on that clay for depending, I think there is timeline, like it can't stay too long because it will be sour. I would say maybe 3 to 4 days. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember from my childhood. And then once it's collected, it becomes like yogurt. It will be thick and will be like yogurt. Then they mix the yogurt. Once it turns into yogurt, they mix it really, gentle, just one direction. And then we have you seal the top, because you have to sit down at least 30 to 45 minutes. I did that growing up. So you sit down and you shake it like that until the butter and the milk separates. You'll be sitting there and just do this. Once the butter and the milk is separated, we take the milk out. You soak it in the water because you gotta rinse it out from the milk. So you clean the butter, you put the butter away. Then you have leftover, is we call it wagamit, and that is where the ibe or the ricotta cheese comes from. So then we take that, we put it in the pan, and it's cooked really slow. You don't add nothing to it. Once it's cooked, when it cooks, it becomes like really like a bread, it's about this thick, and it will depend how much you have too. And once it becomes separated, the fluid, then the bottom fluid will be like actually like water, and you drain that out. You strain the cheese and you keep the cheese. So then the cheese is used in many different meal, and in the future probably I'll bring some of the different ones to just show you guys. And that's how it's made, ibe, Ethiopian cheese. And so let's go ahead and make that cheese. And all we need is 2 ingredients, and that is 1 gallon whole milk and 1 1/4 vinegar. That's all we need. And then we're gonna start to cook it. How we come up to make it here, to get the not the flavor but the texture, because you can never get the flavor from Ethiopia and here. It's impossible, but we manage. Somebody figured out a way to make it just as much as home, the texture and everything, and that's how I'm gonna show it to you guys. So let's go ahead and make it and see how it's gonna come out. Okay, so I have this large pan ready to go, and I'm gonna add the whole milk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it to boil. Oh, splashing everywhere. I'm gonna turn the heat to high and just bring it to boil. And then we're gonna add, the next step is the vinegar. But you don't cover it, you just watch it so it doesn't overflow. And so we come back when it's boiled again. Okay guys, so it's boiling as you can see, and I'm going to turn off the heat, and I'm gonna just, I don't want it to, I don't want it to overflow because of the heat. So now I'm going to go ahead and add the vinegar. You just pour it that direction, and then you're gonna go from left to right, just gentle, because you don't want to go fast, because you can just separate everything. So that's it. I'm gonna shake that slowly. You see how already turned into a cheese? And once it's done like this, now I'm going to remove it from the heat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move it away. And what I'm gonna do is I'll let it cool down while it's there, and then I'm going to keep it overnight in the fridge. Some people strain it right away and they get the cheese out of it, but I find it better to remove it to strain it the next day, because I think it becomes more defined and more even more cheese, I think. So let's see what's gonna look like tomorrow. Okay, so as you can see, I kept it overnight in the fridge, just because I want it to really settle really well. But you can do it right away, you don't have to. But you see how it's like jammed, and it just gives it really a great texture. It will not fall apart. Look at that, it's like a bread. This is how I like it, and this is the reason why I keep it in the fridge overnight. So then I move it here to strain it even more. This is the key to keep it from being watery. So now I'm gonna let it tilt a little bit so that it can, because of my strainer, the holes are mostly on the side, so I'll just leave it like that, maybe for 10-15 minutes. That should be enough. And here's how much came out after I strained it. So I'm gonna pour this out. So now I'm just gonna pour it slowly here. So this is all just 1 gallon. It is really a lot. When I first started doing it, I was straining it right after I cooked it, before it cooled down or kept it overnight in the fridge, and it was not doing really well. it wasn't giving me this much at all. Like probably I will say half of this. So almost this large bowl is full. So I think I think it has to do with the keeping it overnight is giving me the amount that I have right here. So here is the finished product. This is what it looks like. My ricotta cottage cheese, or ayb as we call it in Ethiopia. This is what it looks like, and I hope you guys would like this. You will enjoy it. It's really easy. You've seen it. The process, the ingredients is nothing, and I hope you guys going to love it as much as we do. And thank you for watching me and supporting me, and I really appreciate you all. And enjoy it. If you ever have a chance to make it, enjoy it. And you can cook anything with it, bake, or use it as a appetizer with spinach, anything. So good luck, and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.